Good morning, good people. This is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. I'm at the boat slip on 89th Street. Plenty of people fishing here. I wanted to turn on the camera at the boat ramp, but it was so many boats and the water was rough. I had to get out of there immediately just so I don't obstruct the traffic, And outside it was only 7-8 miles per hour, but because it was south wind, I don't know, south wind is not good for our ramp there. It was pretty rough. Now, I already scanned around here with live scope, with side imaging. I did not find very much. Matter of fact, let me show you what I found here. Do you see 3 little dots? People say live scope. Well, that's all I see. These little dots, that's the most I found here. Now I'm gonna cast to these 3 little dots just for the science, but I do not think this is perch. So yeah, that's what we have to work with. I really don't think this is perch. Let me put the remote down there because I lost 2 remotes already, and they can be pricey. So I'm gonna start with a drop shot. Not gonna be talking about baits yet and stuff. I wanna get on some fish and start zinging. Then we're gonna talk about baits and stuff like this. I have plenty of baits to try, but first we gotta get our confidence. I did fish here last week. I caught 2 tiny little dinks. And that was it. And as a matter of fact, I see less fish here now than I saw last week. So I'll probably cast here just a couple of times and start moving upriver. There were plenty of boats at the mouth, but my boat is not big enough to fish in the mouth. I know it's deep V, but it shakes a lot. People who come with me on the boat always get seasick. My boat just shakes too much. For some reason, even here, I'm shaking left and right all the time. Just because it's too light and it just follows the surface, doesn't cut the water at all. Yeah, 0 bites. Alright folks, we're at the turn slip. Reasonable amount of boats. Not that many fish. I see some tiny little dots here. There is something like a school here, maybe more. I don't know. But these I don't think these are perch, folks. But we're gonna give it a cast. All the other boats are here. And I'm sure in this basin here there are some perch. But these dots, most of them are alewives, which is baitfish. And you gotta find the school that is actually perch. And the perch, most of them are still really small. So it's hard to tell on the electronics what is perch, what is baitfish. I'm in the middle of the school, whatever that school is. And I'm not getting a nibble. And my rig is so sensitive. If I did get a nibble, I would know. And I don't know if it's possible to have perch around and not hit this minnow. I mean, I have not seen freshwater fish that doesn't want to hit this minnow. It doesn't matter if it's bass, crappie, bluegill, gosh, catfish, everything hits this. So I'm kind of confident if they don't want to eat it, it's not my problem. I see dots here, but they don't look like perch dots. Oh wow. Folks, now look here what is bait. Can you see perch or anything here? Look, from 15 down to 35, that's 20 foot of bait. And still I don't think there is perch here. First of all, I haven't seen anybody catch a single fish. There's gotta be some perch sprinkled here and there, but obviously you cannot target with electronics, right? You just cast and hope they eat your plastic instead of the real thing. Yeah. Anyway, let's cast. Wow. We got a bite, folks. We got a bite, folks. Of course, I can't see anything, but we got our first bite, folks. He is not much, but let me tell you, when he hit, the joy. It's a struggle today, folks. And it will be a struggle. Let's let him go. This baby. Now, how did he find my plastic in the middle of this? We'll never know. Let me go get my towel. I hate wiping my hands on pantalones. Oh, look at this, folks. Look, from 10 feet down to 35 feet. That's 25 feet of bait. 25 feet of bait, and I can't catch jack. Maybe there's too much bait here. I gotta find somewhere. I need more perch, less bait. Bite, bite. Fish. Yeah, spot rock actually. On the bottom rock. Spot rock here. I've been kind of meaninglessly drifting here. It's not much, folks. I don't know if this is 8 inches. Huh? Bite. Yeah! Yeah! Dinky number 3. Dinky number. Boy, is it dinky. He ate the white fish. I have one a little bit whiter, one a little bit darker. He ate the top one, the whiter one. Not that it matters, folks. And when they're biting, I have caught them on just a piece of rubber. If you twitch it a couple of times, they will eat it. That was a few years ago. We haven't had such a bite in a while. Here we go, folks. Crowley's Yacht Yard. Another 50 bolts here. I don't see much going on. But we're gonna give it 20 minutes. We're gonna give it 20 minutes. And we're gonna keep moving. Okay, whatever, let's cast a few times. Howdy folks, I'm still on the parking lot of the Calumet River boat ramp here. It's 11:29 in the morning. I'm already going home. I gave up. I have caught enough perch to know if it makes sense to fish or not. So I don't know what's going on. This year is very different than anything I have seen here on the Calumet River. This November has been the coldest that I remember. I haven't fished, I guess, that many years, but the coldest that I remember. And the other interesting thing is I have never seen that much baitfish. I read some concerns in the magazines about alewives in Lake Michigan, the level going down, but the whole Calumet River, 5 miles upriver, is thick full of baitfish. I'm gonna try to overlay some. I recorded some video of the baitfish in the river, but on some places you could see the fish from 10 feet under the surface all the way down to 30 feet under the surface. So the bait schools are like 25, sometimes 30 foot high, enormous bait schools. And because of the bait fish everywhere, you can't really see anything on electronics. The electronics are lit up red everywhere, but you're kind of fishing blind because you're not casting towards perch, you're just casting towards the bait fish. But let me give you the lowdown of what I saw this morning. So I caught 5 dinks, but all of them were like 6-7 inches, nothing really to brag about, and I really didn't see anybody do any good. I was watching everybody around me. I checked the slip on 89th, then I checked the turn slip, Crowley's yacht yard, and then I ran 3 miles upriver where it was the end of the season last year, if you saw my videos, just to see if there is still baitfish there. Maybe the perch is all the way upriver and we just missed it because there was 2 weeks, it was very cold, we couldn't even fish. So maybe we missed it and it's all the way upriver. So I couldn't find any perch upriver either. The most baitfish that I saw, the thickest, biggest clouds of baitfish were on the turn slip between 89th and Crowley's yacht yard, and that's where the most boats were. And I'm sure somebody on Facebook will show you 10 nice perch, but trust you me, it was bad out there today. And if the boat has 5 people in it and everybody is dropping the 2-hook rigs and you just drag around with the 1-ounce sinkers, you increase your odds a lot and just blindly you're gonna catch a few fish. But this is not fun fishing, because even if you catch a few fish, even if you catch your limit, that's not for me. I want to spot lock somewhere and have like 1 hour of good fishing. But I don't know if this year this will even happen, because by this time of the year you see the nicest schools up here at the mouth of the river. I haven't seen a school of perch yet. All of these schools that I see, they look like schools of baitfish, not schools of perch. You can tell the dots are bigger. I have live scope. It's not just even on the other electronics you can see this is baitfish. It's just clouds of dust. So I don't know what to tell you. 89th Street last week had a lot of baitfish and a little bit of dinks. I caught my 2 dinks on the 89th. This time I caught my 5 dinks, all on the turn slip. But 89th today was pretty dead. Not even baitfish, and there is baitfish everywhere. But I couldn't even see baitfish on the 89th slip. So right now the situation is pretty bad, and I don't think in a couple of days by some miracle it will be full of fish. So if you're planning on coming here but you also have an alternative of doing something else or fishing somewhere else, I'm telling you, if fishing at all gets better this year, it's gonna be a few more days before the fish come. So yeah, I just wanna give you guys a warning. Don't come here and freeze your ass in the cold. It's really cold. Yeah, if you have any other alternatives, fishing is bad this year. Thanks for checking this one, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.